Share FCP_WCS_AD 7.4 Real questions to prepare for FCP. AWS Cloud Security 7.4 Administrator Exam. 1. A customer has deployed FortiGate Cloud Native Firewall, CNF. Which two statements are correct about policy sets? Choose 2. A. There is an implicit deny rule at the bottom of the policy set. B. The policy set must be manually synchronized to the CNF instance each time it is modified. C. A new policy set is created with each deployed CNF instance. D. Multiple policy sets can be applied to a single CNF instance. Answer: A, C. 2. Your company deployed a FortiSandbox for AWS. Which statement is correct about FortiSandbox for AWS? A. FortiSandbox for AWS comes as a hybrid solution. The FortiSandbox Manager is installed on premises and analyzes the results of the sandboxing process received from AWS EC2 instances. B. The FortiSandbox Manager is installed on the AWS platform and analyzes the results of the sandboxing process received from on-premises Windows instances. C. FortiSandbox for AWS does not need more resources because it performs only management and analysis tasks. D. FortiSandbox deploys new EC2 instances with the custom Windows and Linux VMs, then it sends malware, runs it, and captures the results for analysis. Answer: D. 3. Your customers have been reporting slow response times when accessing your web application. What are two possible ways to increase response times from web servers protected by FortiWeb Cloud? Choose 2. A. Deploy FortiWeb Cloud in the same region where your web application is being hosted. B. Enable a content delivery network. C. Modify DNS entries to directly point to your web server. D. Disable WAF functionality. Answer: A, B. 4. You need to deploy a new Windows server in AWS to offload web traffic from an existing web server in a different availability zone. According to the AWS Shared Responsibility Model, what 3 actions must you take to secure the new EC2 instance? Choose 3. A. Update software on the instance. B. Change the existing Elastic Load Balancer, ELB, to a Gateway Load Balancer. C. Configure security groups. D. Manage the operating system on the instance. E. Move all web servers into the same availability zone. Answer: A, C, D. 5. Your organization is deciding between deploying FortiWeb VM or Fortinet managed rules for AWS WAF. What are 2 benefits of choosing FortiWeb VM? Choose 2. A. Only pay for what is used. B. Up-to-date WAF signatures powered by FortiGuard. C. Zero-day protection. D. Advanced WAF functionality. Answer: C, D. 6. Your customers have been reporting slow response times when accessing your web application. What are two possible ways to increase response times from web servers protected by FortiWeb Cloud? Choose 2. A. Deploy FortiWeb Cloud in the same region where your web application is being hosted. B. Enable a content delivery network. C. Modify DNS entries to directly point to your web server. D. Disable WAF functionality. Answer: A, B. 7. Your organization is deciding between deploying an active-active, AA, or active-passive, AP, FortiGate High Availability, HA, cluster in AWS Cloud. Which two statements are true about AA clusters compared to AP clusters? Choose 2. A. For AA clusters, FortiGate must perform SNAT inbound to ensure symmetric traffic flow. AA clusters rely on API calls for failovers. CAA clusters always require a load balancer. DAA clusters can use a software-defined network, SDN, to perform a failover. Answer: A, C. 8. What is a drawback of deploying a FortiWeb VM inside a virtual public cloud, VPC, compared to FortiWeb Cloud? A. It is unable to support web applications from OWASP top 10 threats. B. It does not support zero-day protection. C. It is slower than FortiWeb Cloud to apply advanced WAF protection. D. Only applications going through the VPC are protected. Answer: D. 9. An administrator wants to deploy a solution to automatically create firewall rules on FortiGate to accelerate time to protection for threats. Which AWS service can be integrated with FortiGate to accomplish this? A. AWS Firewall Manager. B. AWS Network Access Control List. C. SDN Connector for AWS. D. AWS GuardDuty. Answer: D. 10. An administrator is adding a web application to be protected by FortiWeb Cloud. Which two steps are necessary to successfully onboard the application? Choose 2. A. Wait for the EC2 instance to be created. B. Provide a web application name. C. Create DNS records in the domain server that hosts the application. D. Enable a content delivery network, CDN, in the same region where your application is located. Answer: B, C.